Hi, I'm Curt Widhalm, the CAMFT Board's Chief Financial Officer, and I'm honored to be nominated as candidate for CAMFT President-elect. I hope to bring my years of commitment to CAMFT and the MFT profession to this position. I bring an attitude of get work done that we will need to continue to move our organization and our profession forward. CAMFT has an ambitious plan for the next few years as the organization is adopting a new strategic plan which includes tackling the profession's scope of practice, improving chapter outreach, and the organization's efforts with social policy. It's important to recognize that implementing a strategic plan with these goals is already underway, and it's the way that we implement these ideas that is really going to impact our profession. Scope of practice issues are already impacting us. MFTs are losing out on funding and grants, which impacts agencies' ability to employ MFTs and provide training to pre-licensees. Our members are having asylum interviews rejected by courts because our scope does not include the words diagnose, and we might not have a seat at the table of any discussions around a single payer system until our scope includes wording about working with severely mentally ill patients. This is a very important bill that is not going to take just our efforts, but also the cooperation of our sister organizations to get through the legislature. The relationships that I've developed over the last several years with these organizations is going to be important in crafting the right language and lobbying to get this passed. I don't believe that these are relationships that we can afford to start forming now, but are ones that I've been developing through my own advocacy work outside of CAMFT over the last several years, especially in my work on the AB 93 supervision bill that went into effect this year. At many of the committee meetings, I was the only clinician commenting and discussing with the BBS and other organization leaders about how this bill would play out in practice. These relationships took a long time to develop, and we as relational professionals understand the need to utilize our relationships to help advance our profession. Social policy is a great thing too, and I'd really like to influence CAMFT to see how these statements are making an active impact on the profession beyond the number of likes, shares, and retweets that we get. For CAMFT to be effective in creating and making statements, we need to make sure that our statements are reflective of our members and actually do something that has a measurable outcome, whether it's something that's moving legislation, helping MFTs earn more rights, or help us as members to have more successful careers. In addition, we will see drafts of new ethics codes and a new set of bylaws. I, for one, remember the fiasco of the last time that the new sets of bylaws were introduced in this organization, and I'm going to ensure that at each step of the process, there will be plenty of opportunity for member feedback before a final vote. This is going to be a time-intensive process, and I'm fortunate that my practice and my schedule already has time built into it to regularly make these meetings to represent us as professionals. Being president is a time-intensive process, and I'm happy to have created a life that already dedicates time to take on these responsibilities. So thank you for watching, please vote, and stay tuned for more.